Okay, we're live. ArchieLuxury live. Today, I want to ask the question, should you help the homeless or buy expensive luxury watches? It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer as far as I'm concerned. What do you think, Clyde?
Well, actually, there has to be a middle course.
Yep.
No. So it's just like,
see, I like to think that
should I help the homeless or should I buy a luxury watch? And a nice middle course is do neither, like you did and buy an IWC. So you didn't help the homeless, but you didn't buy a luxury watch. So awesome.
I got to tell you, Clyde, I think it's important that I, as the pontiff, provide clear role models for these people to get themselves out of shitter's ditch. There needs to be clear goals to get out of the rut that they are in. And the other side of the coin is that if you gave them money, it would probably go on booze and drugs anyhow. So you're enabling them. You would become an enabler.
You know, actually, there was one guy that was holding under an underpass, and he held up a sign and said, "I'm not going to lie. I'm going to spend the money on beer." And, you know, I actually gave money to because it's just like, A, honesty, B, clever. So, okay, awesome.
How much did you give him?
I gave maybe like $5.
So tell me this, Clyde. Do you ever want to help your fellow man in Oklahoma?
I sold someone a Polar Explorer just now. What do you want, Mother Teresa? Look, I gave someone the opportunity to have the same watch as the pontiff. I mean, my God, if that's not cardinal status right there, I don't know what is. What do you want?
It was box and papers, this watch?
No, it was box. It was box.
Same as mine. Same as mine.
Yep, exactly. Except I got mine cheaper, but that's beside the point. I made more. Anyway, everything's not about profit. I made more. Yeah. And I got to help someone.
How much was yours? I'll tell you what you made compared to mine. What did you pay for yours? I'll tell you exactly what I paid for mine.
$3,400.
You paid $3,400? Just hang on. I'm just converting mine now. 34 US.
Yep.
Fuck. 30. Okay, just bear with me. Bear with me, big boy.
Alexa, how much is $3,400 in Australian dollars?
$3,400 is 4,470 Australian dollars.
$44.70 and 80 cents.
And how much did you pay?
$44.70 and 80 cents Australian.
And how much did you pay for your one?
I told you, $44.70.
No, what? Because I paid $34.22 US for mine.
Oh, I paid $3,400 for mine.
Okay. Okay, that's on par. That's on par, no problem. So the question is...
You're within $20 of me, but yeah.
The question is, Clyde, what the hell's happened in your life there? Tell me this. What has happened to you? Do you feel guilty?
For selling
do you feel guilty?
Explorer? Do I feel guilty for selling that Polar Explorer so cheaply to a friend of the channel? No. No, I do not. Because just like you, I give everything to the fans. For a slight commission, of course.
Of course. Of course. Tell me this, Clyde. Would you think you should help the less advantaged people in your community? Or you would say, as a trial lawyer, you are already helping the disadvantaged?
Sure. I mean, yes. Yeah.
You are helping the disadvantaged?
Yes. Look, when they ask me the time, I give it to them using my Rolex. That is helping the poor.
Mm-hmm.
That is helping the poor appreciate how infinite, how finite time is, and also they get to look at my luxury timepiece.
Did you ever want to help the poor in your community, or you do enough free work?
I do a lot of free work. Actually, when I was a kid, I actually did a lot of fundraising door to door for, the Jerry Lewis telethon, because you see all the fucked up crippled. I'm sorry, you can't say crippled anymore. You saw all the fucked up kids. You kind of felt bad about it, so I'd actually go door to door and say I'm collecting for the Jerry Lewis telethon.
That's very good of you.
Yeah, actually. And believe it or not, in Clinton, Oklahoma, 9-year-old me was #1 for 3 years until I was beat out by OG&E. The entire department of OG&E decided to collect for the telethon and beat out 10-year-old Andy Anderson. But that's no bitter at all.
I see. That's a beautiful story.
It actually is. And I actually gave it all to charity because my dad would beat the crap out of me if I thought about keeping a penny. And also because it's the right thing to do, but mostly to get the crap beaten out of me. We had different parenting standards. They had different parenting standards back then.
I see. No, that's a very interesting tale that you're saying there.
When there's a will, there's a way.
I agree with you. So do you think you should, with all this beautiful watches you've got there, you should do some tithing and maybe say, let's give 10% of your collection to the greater good of people in your community?
Well, now look, you're the pontiff. I can't remember how many times I paid for watch
I'm providing free entertainment to underprivileged people in my community. What are you doing?
I'm paying you. I was paid you a great deal of money for watch buying advice. So you, as the pontiff, that technically is tithing, is it not?
Okay, it's fair point. Fair point.
I bought, studio naming rights. I'll probably buy them again. I know what I'm going to name it next year.
Yeah, you're right. You've been pretty good. You have actually helped some disadvantaged soul in the world. Me! I am a disadvantaged soul.
Right, because yes. Now, technically the disadvantage does not technically have to be Homo sapiens. Lots of things can be disadvantaged.
Yes. And you do a lot of pro bono work as well?
I don't do as much pro bono work as you do, but yes.
You don't mind the pro bono, do you?
What?
You don't mind doing pro bono work, do you?
No, actually, I do mind very much. I'm not as much of a fan of pro bono work as you are.
Clyde, why are we scraping at 48 viewers here? What the hell is wrong with this topic compared to the last topic?
Because we need sucker horn! Jono, come on, man. Shit, I'm dying over here.
So tell me this. You don't ever feel guilty with your luxury watch collection that you haven't helped someone who's homeless?
No! No, actually, but homelessness is more than one person. It's more than a one-person problem solved.
I see.
I actually think you should take the example.
Mm.
And I actually think you should show the homeless how to properly do it.
I see.
Now, I think if you sit under underpass with a sign saying, "We'll review luxury watches for food," you would be teaching them a saleable job skill. If you teach a man to fish, if you give a man a fish, blah, 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 blah. If you teach a man to review luxury watches, he'll eventually start his own YouTube channel and start getting viewers from you.
Very interesting point there, Clyde. Tell me this. You never feel guilty about owning such expensive things when so many people in America are doing it tough?
God, let's see. Let me think about this.
You are a Democrat. Let's not forget that. You're not a Republican. You are a Democrat. So
It's a Dixiecrat. I'm a Dixiecrat. Let's be honest there.
No.
Jeez. No, because I have to say, it's the land of opportunity. It's the land of freedom. People are free to make their choices, and they're free to suffer the consequences. We don't want a nanny state we don't want to be in a nanny state like Australia.
Australia. Hey, the sucker horn!
Sucker horn!
Hey, Archie, mate.
Hey,
thank you, gentlemen. How are you?
Hey, I'm very, very good there. How are you going?
Oh, thank God.
Good. You're grilling. You're giving Clyde a bit of the grilling.
I just wanted to ask there. Is it wrong to have such beautiful watches when so many people are struggling? Now, we've got some back echo there. We've got back echo. What's happening, John? Turn it off in the background. Okay. Is it wrong to have such beautiful, expensive watches when so many people are starving or not able to buy the basics of life?
No. These are unfair questions. You can't relate the two, really. Right. They're extremes, aren't you? You're trying to compare, opulence with poverty, and the two don't fit. And I don't think there's any halfway point either. So the logical extension of the comparison, it's very hard to to answer. I can understand why Clyde is pausing at his responses. You're being unfair again, mate. What are you giggling about?
It's called thinking before you speak.
Do you think you should sell some of those Buddhas behind you to help the homeless yourself, John?
No.
Well, no. Actually, Archie, he's going to wait until you get evicted first.
Yes. No,
he won't be getting evicted. He's smarter than that.
Now, I got to say this to you guys. Does it ever, when you buy such beautiful, expensive objects, this might be for you, Suckerhorn, you got stamps and other collectibles and antiques. Clyde, you're buying watches. Do you ever feel guilty that you are not giving anything back to your community?
No. Well, at my age, I've served my community in ways, and as far as helping out groups and societies, and I've been members of various groups in my time, and I've helped out that way. But that's got nothing to do with your own personal possessions. They're mine. I've had the ability to go out and buy those things. If I had my time over again, I noticed a comment of advice. I can't recall the exact thing, but if I was a young bloke, I wouldn't be spending my money at all. Until you had a very secure job and in your house, on a house and the house paid off, no need to spend money on anything. Women, going out and anything, get a home first, before you start, looking to expensive watches or jobs are at a premium nowadays in our country, aren't they?
I wouldn't be buying any antique porcelain. That's been a terrible investment.
Antique porcelain.
Depends
what price you bought it at.
Yeah.
What sort of antique porcelain? What, British stuff?
Yeah,
that's all died.
It's all died in the arts there.
At this stage, I don't know if they're making any more antique porcelain. Some of it's worth money. Some of it's worth heaps. Like they're not making oil paintings again, are they? The old masters aren't making oil paintings.
No.
By the way, just can I read something off the comments by King Fatah? Yeah. Suckerhorn is a proper gentleman as shit.
Yeah, right. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Awesome.
John, it's come to my attention there that we're really struggling at the moment there. The whole reason why I'm saying, should you help the homeless or buy expensive watches, is I'm doing it very tough. My Google ads are through the floor.
Yeah, you were telling me that they're down again.
It's very bad.
The second, third month in a row they've gone down.
Yeah, it's really quite bad itself there. I am struggling to survive, and I got to be honest with you. I might have to get a job. I may have to get a job, a conventional job, and it's. I got to tell you honestly, I spend many hours making video content. It's a slap in the face. It's a very big slap in the face, guys.
Well, you're doing it on your own.
Jono, after you, sir, please.
Yeah. Go for it, Clyde. What are you saying?
No, I was going to say after you, John, please. I'll let you take this one. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy.
What was the question, mate? What was the question, Art?
Look, I tell you what, I think this is an absolute shitter of a topic. People don't want to help the homeless. It's like Live Aid.
You've seen some of them. You see, like you Google up the homeless outside Flinders Street Station or something. Google that. Have a look at it, will you? Like,
yeah, I understand.
Is it compulsory to have dreadlocks? You know, like, is that what they do?
Is it compulsory to have a big vicious dog next to you?
Oh no, I don't think that's compulsory. Some do, but you know, like, is it compulsory to have dreadlocks in your ear? Yeah, that's a good look, I reckon.
Now,
it didn't even
John,
look good on Bob Marley, in my opinion.
John, I actually have. I have two questions which I'd like to do a video with you on, because I'm going to be honest with you, John.
Yeah.
Things aren't going so well at my end. Okay. Things are not doing so well, and I want to hear your thoughts. I've been paid to do a video on these topics, and I'd really appreciate Suckerhorn's help on this and Clive's help. So I'm going to end the show here. I'm going to end this bit of communism. This ain't rating well. It was just a joke. I was only joking with you guys. I was only trying to stir you guys up a bit, you know. I don't feel guilty at all about having the watches I've had. I've had to struggle and climb out of the sewer. I was scrubbing industrial bins for a job, for God's sake.
Yeah.
I was scrubbing industrial bins. And
is that where you found the IWC?
And I got to tell you, that's I've done it very tough. So I'm going to end this. This isn't.
When the snake came in the office.
What's that?
When the snake.
Yes.
Yes. The one with no legs, I mean. That's
no,
snake.
it was. I think he found it at a sewage waste treatment plant. That he found the IWC in manure.
No, so I'd like to throw some questions your way, John, if you don't mind.
Okay.
So let's end this now, and we'll be back. Ending